Romans, the third chapter, starting at the 9th verse. Well then, are we better than they? Not in any way. We have already charged that all men, both Yahudim and Greeks, are under sin. As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. There is none who understand. There is none who seek after Yahuwah. They all have gone out of the way. They have together become unprofitable. There is none who does righteousness, no, not one. Their throat is an open tomb. With their tongues they have practiced deceit. The poison of ops is under their lips, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness, deceit and oppression. Their feet are swift to shed blood. Destruction and misery are in their ways, and the way of peace they have not known. There is no reverence of Yahuwah before their eyes. Now we know that as long as the law is preached, they who are under the law will preach it, so that every mouth will be silenced, and all the world may become under the judgment of Yahuwah. Because anyone who does anything outside of the law will not be justified before him. For through the law comes full knowledge of sin. Yet now has the righteousness of Yahuwah been manifest apart from the law? It was testified to by the law and the prophets, namely the righteousness of Yahuwah by the faith of anointed to all and upon all of those who believe. For there is no difference. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yahuwah, being freely justified by his forgiveness through the redemption, salvation that is through Yahushua Messiah. Well then, are we better than they? Are we better than those that wronged us? Are we better than those that we found conflict with? Forgiveness lives with us sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes we need to get the time to heal. And that heal is the Creator's mission and position. As you go along on the journey, you learn about the things that you've done wrong. You realize that you too have sinned. And when you sin, when you've been sinned against, you have to allow your wounds to heal and grow a scab. And eventually, that scab can be taken off and new skin begin to grow. And those old wounds heal. And you can say to yourself, how do I feel? And can I forgive? And the Creator says, being freely justified by his forgiveness through the redemption, salvation that is through Yahushua Messiah. The Creator has to work through us. We don't specifically have to get into a specific word, but we do have to get into a specific state of mind to find ourselves obedient to the Most High, allowing him to start to work in our lives so we can recognize our sin, so we can have eyes that will reverence him. And that reverence is the beginning to deliverance and redemption. That was all stated right here in Romans 3. Read the whole chapter. I ain't going to say just go through 9 through 26, because there's so much blessing that he had to say, where then is boasting? It is outlawed for boasting. Boasting what? Boasting about the goodness. The reverence will be so good to you that it'll seem like you're boasting. He can give you so much love, so much joy, so much peace, that when you say it to those who don't have a peace, it can seem like you're boasting. Just following the law, knowing what you saw, because it said that you hadn't seen if you wasn't with the King of Kings. Be with him. See the best, be blessed. Do your best to be a blessing to others, so we can all achieve and believe that everybody will do better. Hallelujah.